What is good, y'all? It is Anime K here and we are back with another video. Now, I originally wrote this video as a way to basically explain why I think Ino will change her mind and will help Boruto, but after going through this video, it kind of made me think that she probably won't help, and you guys will understand what I mean at the end of the video. But I wrote through it, right, and I was writing reasons why she might help, and I feel like those reasons were so far-fetched and very, how do I say it, situation based. These things would have to fall into place in order for it to happen, and I just thought that yes, while it's still a possibility she could change her mind, after hearing everything she's heard and everything that's happened, I doubt she'll change her mind if she hasn't already, or for her to switch sides in the first place. I don't know. I don't think she'll go back. But guys, of course, let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you think she will change her mind or won't change her mind. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and let's get into it. So first we have to look at what made her change her mind in the first place and switch from helping Shikamaru and helping Boruto to not helping them. Now, even at the start, right, when Shikamaru first asked her, and I think it's chapter 6, where Shikamaru asks her to help, she's very hesitant and she's not sure, and Shikamaru has to go, look, Konoha's safety depends on you helping us, right? So then she decides to help. So then Shikamaru has regular conversations with Boruto using Ino's jutsu, right? Talking about Naruto still being alive and talking about how the Shinju work as well. But we can see Ino still wasn't very convinced, even asking Shikamaru, do you believe Boruto? And we can see the power of the Omnipotent still playing an effect on that, because obviously right now she still believes that Boruto killed Naruto, so she's very hesitant to believe Boruto. So let's look at the two key reasons that probably changed her mind, right? And the first one is Omnipotence, right? Omnipotence, like we learned from Sarada and Sumire in chapter 1, Omnipotence, it starts to take over your mind and starts to take more and more control. We learned that before the time skip, a lot of people were still questioning Kawaki on why his body was modified and other stuff like that. But Sumire explained that the Omnipotence over time starts to take more and more control, even to the point where no one was questioning Kawaki at all. So that could be one key reason that made Ino's mind change. And that's probably the reason why she's not able to question her own memories or even able to comprehend that Boruto may not be a traitor, just because how strong the jutsu is. Now, obviously there's some exceptions to Omnipotence, like full-blooded Ototsukis. Also, you have Damon, which we don't really know the reason why he's not affected. If I had to guess, I would say it's because he's Ada's brother, right? I don't really know, but I don't think it really matters that much anyway. It kind of does, but kind of doesn't. I never really questioned it too much. I just thought, oh, because he's Ada's brother, he's probably not affected. And obviously you have people like Sasuke, who at the time was affected, but because of Sarada breaking him out early and basically Sarada awakening her MS at the same time, I think those two factors allowed Sasuke to at least question his memories. Now, obviously he was still brainwashed, right? He was still under the effects of Omnipotence, but he was able to gain the ability of at least questioning his memories because of what Sarada said to him and because of Sarada awakening the MS. And then also you have Amado, who again, he has something to believe in. Like Sasuke believes in his daughter, right? Amado believes in his science so much that him seeing what happened with Kawaki, right? Him seeing the fact that Kawaki had his modified science tools on him was enough to make him believe that his memories had been tampered with in some way. And then with Shikamaru, I think it was just seeing someone as smart as Amado down on his memories, I guess almost confirmed it for Shikamaru that the doubts he'd been having, someone else had been having, and I guess that really pushed him over to doubting his own memories fully as well. I mean, with Sarada and Sumire, we don't really know why they're not affected. I mean, some theories we saw at the start was because they love Boruto. I don't know if that's the case. That would be a bit of a kind of letdown of a reason, I guess. I don't really know, but they're not affected either, but we don't really have a reason why they're not affected. Now, we see from recent chapters that Shikamaru was even starting to forget his reason for helping Boruto, and we see the Omnipotence taking more and more effect, with him even forgetting the word Omnipotence, or even forgetting why he was even helping Boruto in the first place. So we can see what Sarada and what Sumire was saying at the start still last even now, because even when you start doubting your memories, right, if you don't fully break it, which we don't know how it can be fully broken yet, but if you don't fully break it, it starts to take more and more effect over time. Now, we don't know how he can, I guess, keep his memories. Maybe talking to Boruto again would help, maybe Boruto reminding him, but right now we can see that Omnipotence is starting to take effect over and over again, and he's starting to forget why he's even helping Boruto in the first place. That could be what's happening to Ino. Maybe Omnipotence is taking control of her more quickly than it does Amado or Shikamaru, maybe just because she's not as smart as them. And in Sasuke's case, again, she doesn't have someone like Sarada to break her out. I feel like that might be a key thing with omnipotences, if you don't have something to believe in, or if you don't have something that you strongly believe in, maybe it's just easier for the jutsu to take control. Because if you look at Amado, he believes in his science. If you look at Shikamaru, obviously he believes in his own mind and his own smarts, and he believes in Amado enough to obviously not believe it. Then if you look at Sarada and Sumire, maybe them loving Boruto, maybe that is enough for them to not be affected by it. I don't know, but it does seem like you have to have a strong belief system in something else for you to be able to not be affected by it. And I guess that might play a big part in the whole Naruto thing in general, you know, believe it. Naruto believed in himself so much. Maybe it all ties back to Naruto in some way, I don't know. But I feel like the fact that these other people that I guess question their memories believe in something so heavy enough to be able to at least question their memories might play a part in why Ino looks like she's being affected by omnipotence again. I don't know, but maybe that's it. Now, the second point is not really long. Maybe it's just because of what happened to her son. Maybe the fact that he got stabbed. Maybe it's just making her second guess everything. I know it's not a big theory. I know it's not as long as the other one, but I don't really know. Maybe it's because of what happened to her son. Again, it's making her question everything. And maybe she's worried that if she keeps helping, maybe something else could happen to her son, and maybe Boruto might put her son in more danger. I don't know, but again, you know, having your kid almost die would make you think irrational, I guess, and make you think a lot of crazy stuff. I don't know, but that was my second point. I know it's probably not going to be that, but at least I think that's the reason why she changed. I think the first one is more plausible, right? But I think the fact that her son has just been stabbed, right, does play a part into what probably made her change her mind and made her not want to help Shikamaru anymore and Boruto. Now, point 4, right, and I guess getting into what could change her mind is where I kind of started to doubt my video a little bit, because basically, right, what I thought is, look, once Inojin wakes up and maybe Inojin will talk with Team 10 and Team 10 will talk about what happened, maybe Ino will overhear that Boruto saved Himimari. But then I remember that Himimari was unconscious when Boruto saved her. Now, I don't know if someone told her that Boruto saved her. I don't really know, but this is why I thought the theory was far-fetched, because I thought it all depends on Team 10 talking about how Boruto saved Himimari. And I thought maybe her son maybe could convince her to help Boruto as well. Or at least maybe she might rethink helping Boruto, because again, like I said, her son being stabbed might have made her change her mind and may have made her rethink a lot of stuff that has happened, right? But maybe once she finds out her son is better, she might be able to think more rationally, might be able to think, oh, maybe I should help Shikamaru, maybe I should help Boruto again. But again, it is a bit far-fetched because we don't know she will think that. She might just still stand on her stance of not helping Boruto. But we don't really know, right? But I do think the theory that I came up with is a bit far-fetched, and it all depends on certain stuff happening. Again, we don't know if Himimari even knows that Boruto saved her. And again, even if she does know, we don't know if Team 10 will talk about it in front of Ino. And I think it also depends on Sakura as well, because we didn't get much of Sakura, which I was a bit disappointed about, because I really wanted to know if Sakura, I guess, was under omnipotence, or maybe if Sarada had done the same thing that she'd done with Sasuke. I think the same thing that had happened with Sasuke could happen with Sakura. I guess the theory would make a bit more sense, would be a bit more stronger for me, and I'd believe it more, because if someone like Sakura wasn't affected, I feel like she definitely would have been able to convince Ino to help, just because if Sakura believed in Sarada, and Sakura is Ino's best friend, maybe she could have convinced Ino. But again, we don't know Sakura's stance. We don't know if she's been convinced by Sarada. We don't know if she believes Sarada. We don't really know, right? She could just think, oh, stop it, Sarada, you're just being silly. But again, Sasuke did go off and believe Sarada, so I don't see why Sakura wouldn't. But again, we just don't know right now, so that's why I feel like it's a bit far-fetched, if you guys understand me. Well, the last thing I wrote was maybe her son will take her place, because I've seen theories of people theorizing that maybe Inojin might take her place and help Boruto out. But again, you know, hearing everything Boruto has said through her jutsu, right, and she still doesn't believe Boruto, that's one of the main reasons why I think she probably won't change her mind, because if she's heard all that and she's still deciding to take the stance of siding with Konoha and not helping Boruto, then she probably won't in my book. I know I wanted to make a theory, that she would change her mind, and I was hoping she would change her mind because Ino's jutsu, right, is very helpful in this cause, and obviously it's very powerful, and it's a very powerful counter towards Ada, because she can speak to people without anyone knowing. I know it's a very powerful cause, but in my opinion, if her opinion is not being changed by all that, I just don't think her opinion will be changed. Now maybe in the future it could change, but I at least think for right now she's not going to help them anymore. But of course, You guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Will Ino change your mind? I don't think so. I think someone else will have to come in to help Boruto. But if you look at Boruto's allies right now, he does have Sarada, Sumire, he has Mitsuki, he has Shikamaru, at least for the time being, and obviously he has Amado right now. So he still has a very good set of people to help him. But changing sides and going back will put a handicap on the mission, right? It will put a handicap. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will be making a video on the 5th Shinju. I think I'm gonna make some plans about that, so stay tuned for that. But guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and thank you for watching, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below.